In this video, we are going to talk about the Earth's atmosphere, which gases are in it now, and how it's changed over time from the earliest atmosphere 4.6 billion years ago. First of all, let's look at the composition of the atmosphere now. The atmosphere is made up of a mixture of gases which are the nitrogen, oxygen, and other noble gases. About 78% of the Earth's atmosphere is made up of nitrogen, 21% is made up of oxygen, and the other 1% is made up of other gases. The evolution of plants, algae, and bacteria that made their own energy using photosynthesis caused oxygen to be released. Lots of amino acids comes together to make proteins, in which it is found in all living things. Amino acid contains the element hydrogen, carbon, nitrogen, and oxygen. Now, let's talk about what air pollution is. Air pollution is a mixture of solid particles and gases in the air. Ozone, a gas, is a major part of air pollution in cities. When ozone forms air pollution, it is called smog.
Common examples of air pollutants: carbon monoxide. It includes fireplaces, gas stoves, motor vehicles, and grills. Effects on health: headache, dizziness, vomiting, and nausea. It can also increase risk of heart disease. While effects on the environment includes reacts with other pollutants in the air to form potentially harmful ground-level ozone. Next is lead. It includes smelters, waste burners, and battery manufacturing. Effects of lead in our health includes damages in the nervous system, cardiovascular and renal effects in adults, and also early effects related to anemia. As for the environment, it can decrease growth rate and reproductive rates in plants, animals, and neurological effects in vertebrates. Third is nitrogen dioxide. It includes vehicles and wood burning. It can also affect our health by worsening lung diseases and increase susceptibility to respiratory infection, while in the environment, toxic to plants and reduce plant growth. Along with sulfur dioxide, it can cause acid rain. Next is the particulate matter. It includes burning coal, wood, and diesel, industrial processes, during road constructions and farming. It can also affect our health by worsening heart or lung diseases and cause respiratory problems, and also non-fatal heart attack. While on the environment, it can make lanes and streams acidic, deplete the nutrients in soil, damage sensitive forests, and etc. Next is sulfur dioxide. It includes fuel combustion, industrial processes, and natural occurrences such as volcanoes. Effects on health includes aggravates asthma and may penetrate deeply into sensitive parts of the lungs and cause additional heart problems. While on the environment, it can harm trees and plants by damaging foliage and decreasing growth. What is global warming? Global warming is the rise in the temperature of the Earth's atmosphere primarily due to the so-called greenhouse effect. Greenhouse effect is the warming of climate that results when the atmosphere traps heat radiating from Earth towards space. Certain gases in the atmosphere resemble gas in a greenhouse, allowing sunlight to pass into the greenhouse. Composition of water. Water is a chemical compound and polar molecule which is liquid at standard temperature and measurement. It has a chemical formula H2O, meaning that one molecule of water is composed of 2 hydrogen atoms and 1 oxygen atom. Characteristics of water includes temperature, color, taste and odor, turbidity, and solids. The temperature of water affects some of the important physical properties and characteristics of water, such as thermal capacity, density, and etc. While color in water is primarily a concern of water quality for aesthetic reasons. Taste and odor are human perceptions of water quality. Human perceptions of taste include sour, salty, sweet, and bitter. While turbidity is a measure of light transmitting properties of water and comprised of suspended and colloidal material, it is important for health and aesthetic reasons. The total solids content of water is defined as the residue remaining after evaporation of the water and drying the residue at the constant rate of 100 degrees Celsius to 105 degrees Celsius. Types of water. Artesian water. It is a water that originates from underground, but unlike a flowing spring, the water is trapped underground between layers of rock and confined under a positive pressure. While the mineralized water, or also known as the ionized water, is especially purified water that has had most or all of its mineral and salt ions. Another type is distilled water. It is a water which has undergone a purification process to remove any contaminants and natural minerals through a process called distillation. Mineral water. Water that originates from a spring, it contains high levels of dissolved minerals. Potable water. Potable water is drinking water that has to be safe enough to be consumed by humans, with a minimal risk of short-term or long-term harm. Purified water. It can come from any source but has been mechanically filtered or cleaned to be safe to drink. Raw water. It is the water which has come straight from the environment and has not been treated or purified in any way. While sparkling water, also known as carbonated water, is water which contains dissolved carbon dioxide. And spring water is a water that originates from an underground spring.
Types of water contaminants. Contaminants can be defined as any physical, chemical, and microbiological substance or matter in water. It can be harmful if consumed certain levels in drinking water, but the presence of contaminants does not necessarily indicate that the water possesses a health risk. Physical contaminant. Physical contaminants impact the physical properties of water. Physically contaminated waters can be visually identified without needing to perform any tests. Examples are plastics, sediments, and styrofoam. Chemical contaminants. This contaminant can be either elements or compound. It occurs naturally or man-made. Chemically contaminated water can be very hazardous to human health. The examples are bleach, pesticides, and human or animal drug. Microbiological contaminants. It refers to the accidental introduction of microbes. These kinds of contaminants will badly affect the health of the person who is going to have an interaction with the microbiological contaminated water. It causes fungi, yeast, mold, and virus.
5 major unit processes in a water treatment plant. First is chemical coagulation. It is also known as aluminum sulfate. It is used as the primary coagulant. Flocculation, a slow stirring process that causes small coagulated particles to form floc. Sedimentation, the purpose of this process is to remove suspended solid particles that are heavier than water and to reduce the particle load on filters. Number 4 is disinfection. It is designed to kill most microorganisms in water, which includes all pathogenic organisms, whether they are from bacteria, viruses, or parasites. Filtration. It is designed to kill most microorganisms in water, which includes all pathogenic organisms, whether they are from bacteria, viruses, or parasites.